everyone, in this video we're going to learn how to initialize a two-dimensional array and how we can display the elements of two-dimensional array. So start with a header file. So I'm declaring my header file hash include stdio.h. This is standard input output header file, and this is main function. So in that main function, so before I'm going to initialize my arrays, I need to declare first. So I'm declaring two arrays of two-dimensional because I want to show you how we can initialize at compile time and runtime. So for that, I'm taking two arrays. So my first array is array 1 and size of this array is 2 by 3. So that is I have two rows with 3 columns. And then I have one more array which is of type floating point, and my array name is array 2. So which is 3 by 2 array, that is 3 rows, 2 columns. And my declaration is completed. So now I'm trying to initialize array 1 at compile time initialization method. So compile time initialization is nothing but we have to initialize the array at the programming time itself. So here this is my array. So I'll use an assignment operator. So I can use a flower braces. So within that I need to provide my list of elements to store in this 2 by 3 array. So in this array I have 2 rows. So that I'm using again flower braces. So each and every row will consisting 3 elements. So I'm passing 3 elements here. See 12 and like this. And after my first row is completed, I'm trying to give my second row elements. So again I'm using flower braces. So here I'm giving another 3 values. So why I'm given only 3 values? Because each and every row will consisting only 3 elements. So this will says that compile time initialization is completed. So now I want to initialize my second array 2 at runtime. So runtime initialization is nothing but we have to give array element values at the time of running the program. So here this is my second array, so which is of type floating point. So for initializing the array elements at runtime, I need for loop. So here I want to take a 2 dimensions, so definitely I need 2 for loops. So I'm initializing, I'm declaring 2 variables to use in my for loop. So here for I equals to 0, I less than, what is my row here? My row size is 3. So I'm given I less than 3 and then I plus plus. And then I'm using another for loop inside of my for, because I want to refer both row and column. So j also starts from 0 and j is less than, my column size is 2. So here I'm given j is less than 2 and then j plus plus. So in this, I'm going to write printf and scanf statements to read the array 2 elements at the time of execution. So for easy reference, I'm writing one printf statement. I'm asking the user enter the array elements at position my array name is array 2 here, right? So array 2 of my row is taken by I and my column is taken by j is percentile d, because index is always of type. So I want to read 2 values. So these two values, so here I'm given these two because I want to retrieve these values inside of this subscript. So here I'm given Control V. Yes. Percentile D is. So where this value is coming from? It is coming from I and J. So because those two are index values. So now it prompting me to enter element position at array 2, 0, 0 position, 0, 1 position, like that it will ask me. And after that, here I am writing a scanf statement. Scanf percentile F, because I want to access a floating point values from the keyboard. So that I am using percentile F. And here I am using ampersand. My array name is array 2 of I and J and semicolon. Okay. So here, after reading of that, suppose after each and every row, reading of every row, now I want to print a line. So here I am given one more printf statement. This is only for formatting purpose. \n. So what's happening after it reading the first row, before it enters to the second row, it will gives you one line. Okay, so now reading operation is completed. So I'm initializing my arrays at compile time and runtime is completed. Now I want to display these array elements. So display two-dimensional array elements. So how can I display? So I can use for loops again. So I just copy and paste it. And instead of I'm writing scanf statement, simply I need to write a printf statement inside of my for loop. See here, printf. Now here I'm prompting you like, okay, just I'm trying to print the value percentile D, because my first array is of type integer. So I'm given percentile D and I want to retrieve the values from array 1. So array 1 of I, J. Okay. So I want to give some heading for displaying these values. So for that, simply what I am doing, so I don't want to repeatedly give a heading, just I want to give a heading only once. So before the values are displayed, here I am given one printf statement, printf the elements in array 1 are. So this is only the heading I want to give before displaying the first array elements. Then put semicolon. Okay. And after this, I want to display in a same way the second array elements. So which I initialized at runtime. So simply I'm taking the same. I just change array to R. And then here remember my array rows and column sizes are different there. So I have 2 rows in my second array and 3 columns in my second array. So that I'll change. And the value is also changed here. It will take a floating point. And I want to see how many digits after the floating point. So I want to see only 2 digits after floating point. So I'll give 0.2f. So this is array 2, not array 1. So we'll change it as array 2. Okay, when you are doing copy paste in your program, you just take care. So what simply you are doing. Okay, so this is my second array. So what I did here, so here first I declared 2 arrays. So one is of type floating point and another one is of type integer. And then I am trying to initialize my two-dimensional arrays in 2 ways. One is compile time and second one is runtime. So compile time initialization is nothing but we have to initialize values at the programming itself. And in second, I'm trying to take a values from the keyboard so that I'm writing this for loops. So after I'm reading first array and second array, I'm trying to display the same thing on my console. So just we go and execute this program. So return 0. Why I wrote this statement because my main is of type integer. So it expecting some integer value. So I try to execute this program. So my file name I'll give it as D3. Just a second. So I'll try to create a file and I'll copy it in that because maybe it's not a C editor. So simply I'm taken in my console application. I'll give you here my project name as D3 and this is of type C project. Then okay, yes. Okay, here I changed. Here I copy my program control. So now it is a perfectly a C program. Okay. So now I'll try to execute this. Compile and run. Okay. Let's replace it. So we have some errors here. So just I want to check it out. So hash include. Okay. So now I'm trying to execute this. Okay. Here also extra bracket is there. Okay. And here also we have one that is expecting what. So here it is a printf statement before I. Yeah, here we need to give a comma. Okay. And here also we have an extra. Okay. And here also because I'm doing copy paste, right? That's what I said there. When doing copy paste you have to take care of. And here also. So at the time of programming, okay, so now see it will ask me enter the array elements as position array 2 of 0 0, right? So array index always starts from 0, so it will take row and column positions at 0 0 and then 0 1 position element it will ask me. Okay, so see why it given some space. So because I'm given printf statement backslash n. So after my for loop, after my I for loop. So after one row completed, so before it coming to a second row, it will gives you some gap. Why? Because I'm giving like this is you have to identify. Okay, the first row is completed. Now we are coming to the second row. Okay, this is everything is only for formatting purpose. So okay, so I'm taking the first row 0th column element is something like this, and then first row first column element is okay, and then I have third row in that second column. So everything is completed. So I gave 3 rows 2 columns, so 3 by 2 matrix values I gave. So see here the elements in array 1 are, so here we didn't get any spaces like this, right? So just I'll change a few things so that it will display you the things are required like our requirement. See here, so simply I'm given a tab here, so backslash p, so it will gives you horizontal tabs, means the space, the gaps between the elements it displays, right? So I'll execute the same program again. So now it will ask me So now you can observe that. So the element in array 1 are and the elements in array 2 are. And here also we want to give 3 by 2, right? So for loop we need to change for getting all the values. So I have 2 rows, 3 columns, right, at the display. Now we get an accurate output. Okay, you see. Now you get the exact output. See, 2 rows, 3 columns. Oh, 3 by 2, 2 by 3.